recording because, okay. So I was going to do a couple videos going over some pretty simple things, but I would rather just kind of connect with you all on here, and that way I'm live to answer any questions that you guys have. But I'm going to go over what I have. So if you have questions, if there's something that I touch on, just write them down, and then we'll have like a Q&A at the very end. So I'm going to touch on some pretty basic stuff. So first things you should have after you enrolled, you should have already downloaded the Connect app. The Connect app is,
okay, but
you can enroll customers through there. You can order your own personal products there.
We DirecTV, the internet, and my phone.
Once you enroll customers, they should start syncing into your Connect app. And if you want a training video on that, in Diamond Dynasty, if you go to the very top of the page in Diamond Dynasty and you put in the search bar Connect app, there are YouTube videos and such that will pull up so you can get familiar, and it's a lot to touch on, and I don't really want to overwhelm you guys and take up a whole lot of time just on that, but do get familiar with it. Like I said, just go to Diamond Dynasty, type in the search bar Connect app, and things will pull up for you, different videos and such, so you can get familiar. We do, on the first page in the Connect app, I'm just going to go over briefly.
Okay, but does that matter what state I'm in?
There's like company announcements and whatnot. The shopping bag is where you can shop and purchase products for yourself, where it has a person with a plus next to it. That's a new distributor, retail customer, or loyal customer enrollment. Then if you click on the dots next to that, it pulls
wait, I'm telling you that
on there,
need service at an address,
steps to success.
But you're not even asking me like where or
in this
just telling me prices.
That is basically what your goal is every single month in the company. That is how you're going to promote. That's how you're going to help your team promote. And it's a very, very simple system, so don't overcomplicate it. The steps to success is one, making sure that you have your commission qualified. Commission qualified means
I know, that's what I'm telling you. There's service there at that address.
150
that person needs to disconnect the service. That's what I told you.
Or if you have, who's having trouble hearing me? Cami is.
I am.
Did you join audio? If you, I'm talking to her and she can't hear me. Okay. She's hearing other conversations. Is that any better? Okay. Okay, so where was I? Oh, so being commission qualified each month is one of two things. You either have 150 in sales volume. That does not always equal dollar amount per order. Each item, each product that we have has a volume attached to it. So say the wraps are $59. Right now, because they're BOGO, they're 25 BV, which is volume. Normally, I believe they are 50 or 55 in volume, but the price point is $59, if that makes sense. So sometimes there's a difference. For you to see what that is, if you log into eSuite and you click on like shop or orders and shop around, like just look at the products, you can see the different volume per item. So one way is having 150 in personal customer sales. The second is having your 80 volume auto ship turned on. Those are orders that you personally are purchasing for yourself. Now, some leaders are super, super strict about wanting you to have that set up. I feel very strongly about it, but I do understand that it's not going to fit everybody's budget every single month. What I do recommend having at least once a month is at least anywhere between 1 and 3 products, regardless of the price point. I don't mean that like get expensive stuff. I mean something that you are trying for yourself, whether it's the Keto Energy or it's the Hydrate or anything, just so you can get familiar with the products. If you are a product of the product and you are sharing your results and your testimony, it is going to be a lot easier for you as a distributor to share about your excitement. And when people ask you questions, hey, how do you like the coffee? You know, what does it taste like? How do you like the wraps? Things like that. People are going to want to hear from you. Personally, when I got started, I had only tried one sample of the greens on the go, the berry flavor, and I signed up as a distributor. My kit was on back order, and I did not get a distributor kit for almost 6 weeks. You guys, I was almost a Ruby by the time I received my kit. So do not wait for your kit and your products to arrive. If you're getting questions about what something tastes like or whatnot, put it in the team chat, message your enroller, message myself so we can help you through those conversations. But don't wait for your kit, because I promise you, you're missing the boat. For every day that you are waiting to reach out to people, another distributor is probably reaching out to them. For example, Cami started as a customer with someone else before I ever reached out to her. So, and I'm blessed enough that she decided to join us to be a part of the business. But that was kind of a wake up for me, was I missed the boat. I didn't reach out. One reason, because I don't like just cold messaging somebody that I have never spoken to before. It makes me a little bit uncomfortable. But that's something I probably need to get more comfortable with even after 3 years in this business, because people are interested and they are even hesitant to reach out. I totally got off topic. So being commission qualified are one of those two things. If you're not sure what products would be best for you, again, reach out to your enroller, reach out to myself, and let's talk health goals, whether it's weight or it's skincare or just anything. So to do your auto shipment, you will log into eSuite, and at the top you will see a tab that says auto shipments. If you click on that, it's going to have 2 tabs within that. One is going to say create new auto shipment, and one is going to be set up my auto shipment. Click on set up my auto shipment, and then you can add whatever products. Those products will ship the same date every single month. You should, within 5 days prior to your order being shipped, you should get a notification to allow time for any changes. You cannot depend on this, so just know that you should know the date you're going to do it, whether it's the 15th or whatever. All auto shipments, if you are going to be using that to make sure you are commission qualified every month, it must run by the 25th of the month. It doesn't matter if there are 31 days in the month. If it does not run by the 25th, you will not be considered commission qualified unless you have 150 in personal sales. So that's super important to know. All customer, when we enroll loyal customers, all of their, if they enroll with us as a customer on, say, the 30th of the month or the 26th of the month, all auto shipments between distributors and customers run by the 25th. So if I have someone enroll with me on the 30th of this month, their next auto shipment will run on the 25th. Just so you know that it's not always going to be like that day. If it's after the 25th, it will run on the 25th. So eSuite, just get familiar with navigating it. You'll see, and probably by Monday, you'll see a lot of your leaders posting that prelims have posted. What we mean by that is preliminary commissions. We get paid on the 15th of every month, and usually between the 8th and the 12th, they will announce your preliminary commissions. That will be posted in eSuite. There's a tab at the top with a $sign that says commissions. You will click on that, and it's showing your projected commissions for your payday. A lot of you newbies that are on here probably won't be getting a paycheck this coming 15th. It'll be the following month, which is kind of nice because you've had whatever time you've already been in and this whole following month to earn your commissions. But that's where you will find that information. There's also a tab that says documents. If I say something like, make sure you have your chart printed out for whatever promotion, you will click on the documents in eSuite and print out your chart. Every single person that is new, if you are looking to promote, I would highly recommend going into eSuite. You can just, at the search bar at the top of documents, type in Ruby, and it should pull up your Ruby chart. So that is something that you should have if you are able to. If you're not able to, I can send you a picture that you can save in your phone. I can mail you one if you need. I know Katie, she goes to Office Max and prints hers out every month. So I totally got off steps to success. Okay, steps to success is what our goal is every single month. It's making sure you're commission qualified. The next step is gathering 4 loyal customers. Every single month, your goal is at minimum 4 customers. Your next goal is to enroll at least 3 distributors per month. Now, each month, are these goals necessarily going to be hit? Maybe not, but that is the goal for yourself, and that is how you're going to promote within the company. So that's what we refer to as our steps to success. If you want to see the actual sheet on it, I do recommend printing it out. I've been doing it 3 years and I still print mine out every month. Again, if you go into eSuite and click on documents, you can type in steps to success and it will pull up the sheet that you can print out. I like to keep mine where I can see it. It usually has a little line on there for every customer and every distributor enrollment. You fill it in. I keep it on my fridge so I see it every single day. I know where I'm at with my goals. There is also a tab in eSuite that says support. When we have problems with customer orders, if our personal orders, anything whatsoever that we are unable to handle ourselves, you submit a ticket. If you are submitting it on behalf of a customer, you have to have their first and last name, their customer ID number, and if it's in reference to an order, include the order number with it. Be really specific. I will say right now, please try and give our customer service a little bit of grace. There have been a significant amount of back orders the last 2 months. And I'm telling you, it's been very frustrating as someone who's been doing it for a while, trying to get answers from my customers. Customer service has not even been taking calls all week because they're trying to get caught up. So we're submitting tickets and sometimes it's taking a couple of days. Just to know coming into this, that it is not normally this way at all. Usually we can call customer service. I mean, we've been, us as distributors calling lately, it's been 2-hour hold times. So just bear with us a little bit. Everybody on our uplines, myself, our customer service team is really trying to get through everything as quickly as possible. TFX should be back in stock. I have customers that ordered a week ago that have received it. And the caramel coffee pods are back in stock. And if I'm not mistaken, the Fat Fighters. If you go, not in eSuite, but directly to your website, you should be able to see items on back order as you click on the sections. If there's an item that somebody would like that is on back order, I really try to remember to let them know that as they're placing an order that it will be delayed so you're not dealing with an upset customer. I think everything else in eSuite is pretty self-explanatory. Also under the document section, when we announce a promo like BOGO wraps and things like that, or the $100 shopping spree for new distributors, which we'll go over, those kinds of things. If we announce a promo and you see me say in the team chat, check eSuite for rules and things like that, you're going to go into eSuite, you're going to click on documents. On the left side, it will say promotions. You click on that and it should pull up the document so you can read the rules and policies for whatever promotion that we announce, the length of time, make sure you're qualified, things like that. Next is we're going to talk about your website and how to navigate. If you go to your website, just kind of get familiar with the products, what they are. I'm here if you have any questions. It gives a brief description. Each item that you click on, it'll give you a brief description of it. If you scroll to the bottom of that item, let's say we're talking about the wraps, there will be a small little tab that says view product info. If you click on that is where you can find ingredients on different products. You can find frequently asked questions, things like that. So before you ask about a product, just go ahead and kind of get to know it a little bit and see if you can answer it. If not, that's what I'm here for. Also, we have the promo right now called Mocha Dreams, and you will see that talked about quite a bit. I don't know how long this promotion will be. I don't know if it's permanent, if it's month to month, and nothing has been said about it. Mocha Dreams is 1 bag of regular keto coffee and the 1 tub of chocolate greens. That is what we call the Mocha Dream. That can be added on to any customer order if it's their first order. So any new enrollment. If I have Susie wanting to become a customer tonight for the TFX, I may say, listen, it's giving me a one-time offer for you to get the Mocha Dreams because we can't get it at this price. Normally, the coffee at the loyal customer price is $39 for a bag, and the chocolate greens, I believe, are $35. So add those together, I don't know, 74, 75, something like that. When they do the Mocha Dream, it's only $49. So you cannot get that price for them again, and it's nothing that I can purchase for myself. It's a new enrollment. However, that can only be done for your customer from your website. So normally I enroll my customers through eSuite, but if they want to add the Mocha Dream, you need to go onto your website and shop around as if you're a customer yourself. Add whatever to your cart. Once you go through all of the steps to enter in all of the information, It is the first page after you enter the payment information. If it does not pop up, I would highly recommend going through the Connect app, doing it. It doesn't always pop up for me. So sometimes I will delay entering an order until I do see it pop up. And if you have trouble with it, just reach out to me. So that's about the Mocha Dreams, and it's only an add-on. So it's nothing they can purchase on their own. Okay, getting your first 4 customers. Okay, so getting your first 4 customers within your first 30 days ensures that you are what we call Fast Start qualified. Fast Start qualified means when you enroll a distributor and they get their first 2 customers and 100 sales or 150 sales volume within their first 30 days, you as their enroller will receive a $100 bonus the following week. Those are what we call our weekly bonuses. So if you enroll 2 or 3 distributors this week and they all get their at least first 2 customers and 150 sales volume, you as the enroller will get that bonus the following week. Those are paid out every Thursday. That will ensure you getting your first 4 will ensure that you receive that each month. Now, right now with our new distributors that have hopped on, getting your first 4 customers and 150 sales volume will earn you a $100 shopping spree. Usually takes a couple of days to load, so be patient after you did that. Like Sarah, for example, she enrolled a customer last night. She's got 3 to go. When she hits 150 in sales volume, she's going to get her 150 or $100 shopping spree. That can be used on our clothes that we have. It can be used on any products. I think all you pay is tax and shipping, and that's it. So make sure that you're doing that. It has to be done within your first 30 days. I highly recommend as quickly as possible, and we're going to go over how to do that as fast as possible. Okay, the newbie chat, as I said, when I started the chat, I wanted to make it a place where you guys feel comfortable asking questions, because I do know that our team chat, can be a lot of chatter. I don't want you to mute the chats because I do announce a lot of important things in there. But just know that we know that you're new. We know you're going to be blowing up our phones and blowing up our messenger with questions. It's what we are here for, so don't hesitate. I will say, at least for me personally, and I know Katie, our teams are rather large, so it takes me a minute some days to get back to everyone. So give me a little bit of grace sometimes with getting back to. My mornings are hectic and my mid-afternoons are hectic with picking up kids and bringing them home. So I always check messages as soon as I am able to. Okay. Newbie tasks for at least the rest of the month, if not longer. Every single night, I'm going to post those tasks. Now, I will have a very hard time if someone says, I'm not getting customers, I'm not getting results, and then I go look at your page to show love on your post and you're not posting. I can't do that. So if you want it to work, you have to work it. If you work it like a hobby, it will pay you as such. If you want it to pay you like a business, you have to be consistent. The reason I'm sharing these things every evening is so when you wake up, you're prepared. You know already that the first task of your day is going to be to send out happy birthday messages, that your first post of the day is probably going to be something inspirational, or it's going to be a selfie or some sort of a personal post, right? So you should already kind of be anticipating how to do that. Not saying that you have to use all of the tasks that I am posting in there and every single post idea. But it's just to kind of give you an idea and give you a guideline and help you to stay consistent with your business. It's giving you something every day. That doesn't mean if I say post about the wraps today that you can't, in place of that, put up a coffee post. Whatever kind of draws you in, whatever you're comfortable with. Let's see here. Okay. Something for me when I am posting when it comes to social media is a lot of people join this business, but the first thing they say is, I don't want to be a sales pitch. I don't want to be a commercial. I don't want people to feel like that's how I'm coming off. So make sure that you read through your post before you post it. I always say that your post should solve a problem. So when people are scrolling and, maybe they're having a hard time wanting to go swimsuit shopping this summer, or maybe they have cellulite and they don't want to be getting into a swimsuit. Maybe they are struggling with their skin, whatever it is. Your post should be solving a problem. Your post should have excitement in them. And in my opinion, how I post, and I have heard this from customers of mine, is that they enjoyed my posts because it was relatable for them as well. Now, I may not know every single person from one of my posts, whether it's a before and after. We find them on the It Works page. We find them on Pinterest, things like that. But telling a story. I don't care if you make up a name and say, look at Sally's results, or tell, a story about it, or how much better she's feeling. That's common sense, that she put a wrap on. She looks better. She feels better. That obviously she's getting a boost of her confidence. Okay. So telling a story, and just, you're solving a problem with your post. So keep that in mind. When you read through your post, think to yourself, is this how I would sound if my best friend was sitting in front of me and I was talking to her about the wraps? It's always about how you just imagine that you are speaking to someone, because you are. Okay. Now we're going to talk about going Ruby and what that means. So we have two things going on right now. We have the Ruby guarantee and we have the Emerald guarantee. The Ruby guarantee is going Ruby within your first 60 days, and you are guaranteed $1,000, meaning if you do it in 30 days and your paycheck was only $500, they are going to make sure that they're going to pay you the difference. You're going to end up making $1,000. It's not a $1,000 bonus. They are guaranteeing that you will make that. You then have 90 days to hit Emerald. Emerald is the $3,000 guarantee. So again, if you've made $1,500, they're going to make sure that you've made $3,000. Your pay will include fast start bonuses. So if you made $500 in commissions and $300 on fast start bonuses, then you're at $8. So it would be $200. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay. So this is what a Ruby chart looks like. This is you here and your 3 distributors. So you've enrolled Susie and Sally and Jennifer. They all get at least 400 in sales volume, and you yourself as a whole group have 2,000 in group volume. You are Ruby. Now, when you look at the chart and you think, okay, so for each person, what we call a qualified leg is 400 in volume. So when Cami gets to 400, she's considered a qualified leg. I can use her on my chart. She's at 400 in volume. That should be your personal goal every single month, is to hit 400. It has not, I have hit it every single month and exceeded it since I've been in this business. It is not difficult if you're working. So if each person gets to 400, so say Cami's at 400, this person's at 400, this person's at 400, and this person here, everyone here is at 400, you're not at 2,000 in sales volume or in group volume. Okay. So what I say is everyone should make sure they're actually at 500, because if Cami's at 500 and these 3, the entire group volume is 2,000. So then that's how you go Ruby. When you go Emerald, it is basically you have 3 people on your top. This is what we would call your top line. And 2 of these people go Ruby. That is when you hit Emerald. So this chart you can print out. I highly recommend having this in your steps to success, somewhere where you can see it, fill it out. I chart daily. How I do that is you will go into eSuite. You will click on reports and then additional reports. And then you will click on volume total by distributor. That will pull up your entire downline for your team. You will see 2 numbers next to their name. You will see their personal volume and you will see group volume. Group volume is whatever volume there is underneath them if they have a team. Personal volume is what they have enrolled and have under them personally. If you have any questions ever about that, I chart my team. If someone says I'm pushing for Ruby this month, I have a chart on you. So if you need any help with that, just let me know. We can see where we're at with everything. So I hope, does anyone have questions on anything that we have touched on so far? We're good? Okay. The next thing I'm going to talk about, we are going to go over messaging. So I like to keep it super simple. I'm going to see if I have my scripts on here to save to put in the chat so you guys can either screenshot or copy and paste them. Messaging for me, again, I like to keep it super simple. If I post a picture of the wraps and someone likes it, I'm going to message them and say, hey, I saw you liked a picture of the wraps. I will send them the picture of the post as well. Hey, saw you like the picture of the wraps. Have you been interested in trying them? ? That's it. Send that with the picture of your post. If they comment, like I'm interested, or message me, my message is, hey, I saw your comment on the post. You're interested in the wraps, and just kind of go from there. If someone comments on a weight loss post, whether it's the cleanse, TFX, coffee, any weight loss post, my message to them is going to be, hey, I saw your comment on the weight loss post. Again, I will send a picture, either the before and after picture or the screenshot of my post, and send it to them and say, because obviously they're interested, right? So first question is going to say, 1, how much are you looking to lose? 2, are you currently eating healthy and exercising? 3, do you drink coffee? Every single person gets the exact same message. I'll post some scripts in the chat. And if you're unable to copy and paste from that, just message me after this and I'll send you all of my scripts that I have saved them. They are gold. It's what I use for everybody. Now, the reason I ask these 3 questions, 1, especially when it comes to weight loss, it's very personal. It is a personal conversation that you are having with someone. It is not about you making a sale for TFX. It's just not. It's not about you. That conversation is 110% about that client. In order for you to know what to recommend them, you've got to know their goals. You have to know their lifestyle. I cannot just say, okay, yes, try the cleanse. It's going to be amazing for you because that's what they commented on, when in reality, they eat like crap. You know, you really have to know their lifestyle because you want to give them the best. And once they see results, chances are they're going to get more active. They're going to get more motivated. So once you have those answers, and as you learn the products, you will learn what to recommend to people. I do a couple of things. 1, I upsell, and it's not just for sales volume. I upsell one of 2 reasons. 1, for volume. 2 is because I am a firm believer that if somebody orders one product and they don't love it, chances are they're either going to cancel early, or they're going to be upset and have a bad taste in their mouth and not want to move forward. So for me, if I have somebody order 2 to 3 products, chances are at least one of those products they're going to love, and they're going to continue to be a customer they're going to be happy with. So not every single person is going to want to upsell. People do have budgets. I get that. I usually put together a couple of things that I would recommend that are going to help their goals. If that is too much, I don't end the conversation there. My response is usually understandable. What would better fit your budget? Again, that is my last question to people because I don't believe it should be one of my first. It's quite frankly, it's none of my business what their budget is unless they bring it up. Now, if that's the case, then I already know what their goals are, and I will try and formulate the best 1 to 2 options that can fit their budget and their lifestyle to help give them the best results. So my script for that is pretty much the same. Let me see if I can put them in the chat so you can see every single message is the same. Let me find it real quick. Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm copying and pasting over here. I'm going to put it in the chat. So once I've asked them those 3 questions, I send this. It is including my recommendations for them. So such good info. I would start you on XYZ. It gives a very, very brief description. If you get diarrhea of the mouth and you give them too much information, people are not going to read it. They're going to think, well, this is complicated to read. It's probably going to be complicated to use. So keep it very, very simple. You are kidding yourself if you think that people actually want all the details, because they don't. People actually don't care. So once that message is sent and that sounds good to them, then I send this message. Okay, so this is where we go over the per customer program. This is, you have to go over this with people. They are tied into 3 months. If you don't go over this, you're going to have some pissed off people next month when they get an email. You have to go over this. So there's a few different ways people can purchase. They can be a retail customer. It's making a one-time purchase. They do not earn perk points. They don't get advantages on sales, nothing like that. I've only had 4 in 3 years be retail customers. Or they can be a loyal customer, which I refer to, you'll notice in my messages, is a perk point customer. There's a reason I do that, is because I think loyal customer sounds a little intimidating to people. It sounds like commitment, which you'll never really see me use commitment in my messages either. It's just kind of a strong word that can scare people off right away. So I just use a little bit different verbiage. But a loyal customer is someone who purchases at least 1 product a month for 3 months. So they would order, say, April, May, their last shipment will go out in June. It will auto renew. So you do need to let them know. If at the end of 3 months you would like to cancel your auto shipment, you absolutely can with no penalty. What they will earn by being a customer is, as a loyal customer, they're going to earn perk points, which means with every auto shipment that runs, they're going to earn, I believe it is 10% back in perk points, which is equivalent to cash. That they can redeem after their 3 months has been completed. They can redeem it towards products. If they stay a customer beyond the 3 months, so say they are your customer now at 6 months of being a consistent monthly loyal customer, we give them $50 in perk points just as a thank you. If they stay your customer for 12 consecutive months, we give them $150 in perk points. And it will continue. I believe the 150 is just for hitting the 12-month mark. Every 6 months thereafter, it's 50, if I'm not mistaken. But they do earn perk points every single month with their orders. They will get BOGO offers. Just so you know, any BOGO offers are not allowed to be placed on auto shipment unless it's a first-time enrolled customer. So if one of your current customers says, hey, I want to get the BOGO on my auto ship, we can place an individual order, but it cannot be on auto ship. I refer to the perk points like Kohl's Cash because most people know what that is. So when I talk about waiving the $50 membership fee, so the other way that people can purchase as a loyal customer is they can go ahead and pay a $50 fee when they place an order to become a loyal customer paying our distributor pricing without doing monthly. I don't have people do that. I don't know why it's an option, but it gives people an option to pay $50 and become a member and get all the benefits without having to get it monthly. Okay, so after this conversation, I have, let me see if I can send it to myself. I'm gonna send it to myself real quick because I have a whole thing that's sent, what I send to anyone that's ready to place an order. So for me, when I say these messages are gold, it really walks people through everything. The products I'm going to recommend, it gives them the pricing. When it shows on this message, if you're looking in the chat, TFX 36, normally 65, I'm comparing retail to loyal customer pricing. I'm showing them the savings that they're getting, and that seems to be really effective. Give me just a second. Let me send this to myself real quick, and I will share. This is what you need after that. So when somebody says, yes, that sounds good, I'd like to go ahead and do that, you are going to send them, hang on. You're going to send them this. It is their name as it appears on their card number, expiration date, phone number, email address. We do need to know if billing and shipping is different because it needs to be entered differently if so. And let me see. If they come to you and they have been a customer in the past with somebody else, and maybe it's been like a year since they've ordered and they want to become your customer, they will need a different email address than what is on file. Once that first initial order has been placed, you can log into their account and change it back to their preferred email if you want to, but the initial order has to be under a different email. They do not allow us to have, as customers or distributors, to have multiple emails, like at different accounts on file. I think that's good with going over the customer stuff. Does anybody have any questions on that? Okay. So when it comes to posting every day, we're going to hop back to that real quick. I go through my posts at least 3 times a day. So because I might have one thing I've noticed, and I don't know if anyone else has this glitch with their Facebook page, but I don't get notified with every single like that happens to one of my posts or my pictures or anything that I put up. I don't get notified. I may go to it and be like, I got like 1 notification and there's 30 likes on this, right? So you really want to make it a priority every day to go to your post at least 2 to 3 times a day, see who liked it, and shoot them a message. To bump up in our news feeds, our team is very supportive in commenting and showing love on one another's posts to kind of help drum some interaction up on your posts. It's just what we do for one another. Facebook algorithm is a tricky little bee, okay? And it does not always allow our posts to be seen in people's news feeds. So when you start as a distributor, I think for some people, they're like, well, I'm just not getting the interaction, so nobody is interested in what I'm posting. And that's not necessarily true. Now, if 5 of you copy and paste word for word one of my posts, for example, it's not going to be seen as much as if you change the wording a bit, because Facebook will kind of put a stop to that, if you will. And a lot of you who, if you are just starting this business and you've been on social media, if you're like my husband and you just kind of always get lost in the dark black hole of scrolling and you never really interacted and you didn't post much, you're going to find that your interaction just is low, and that does take time. I can help you with it. I can show you how to get it to grow at a rapid pace, but it is something you have to be patient with. Do not get discouraged when you're like, 2 people liked my post and they're both on our team. Like, it is the way that it is. And every single person on here that enrolled with me at some point saw my posts and never liked them, but you were watching. You see what I'm saying? So you can't get discouraged. That's just the name of the game. That's how it is. I have people that have reached out to me to be distributors that I didn't even know that they were on my Facebook page, to be honest, because they've never interacted. So please don't get discouraged. It's very easy to do when you're new, but I can promise you that I would not be in this business after 3 years if I did not wholeheartedly believe in it. There is nothing that you are going to go through as a new distributor, or whether you've been in 6 months or whatever it is, that I have not been through myself. I've been through the highs and I have been through some really low lows in my business as well. I have been discouraged. I have considered quitting at certain points in my business because things weren't coming together as fast as I wanted them to. So please understand that if you quit, you're not going to get where you want to go any faster. So if you're brand new, if you're coming into this thinking, what, did you hear Siri talk to me? That was wild. Okay. If you're brand new and you started thinking, I'll just give it like a month, or I'll give it like 6 months and we'll just see what it does. To me, as a leader and what I'm going to invest into somebody that has 1 foot out the door, it's discouraging for me to hear. I will give you guys all of my time. I will message with you until 1 o'clock in the morning. If I need to, I will help you in any way, shape, or form. But I can promise you, if you are not putting out the effort, I will not put out the effort. I will walk with the people that want to walk, and I will run with those who want to run. But if you come to me and say, nothing is happening, and I'm like, well, Susie, you haven't posted since like February, so that's super. Nothing's going to happen. It's just, if you have, when it comes to getting discouraged, if you think about it like this, if you open up a brick and mortar and you open up a retail store and you have 5 customers come in the door that you talk to and you want to help them, and all 5 of them are like, no, I'm good for today, and they leave. Are you going to close up shop and sell your business? Probably not. It's going to be the same. You are going to hear no more than you're going to hear yes. There's going to be some months you're going to hear yes more than you're going to hear no. You're going to have people. I've been doing this for 3 years, you guys. And last month I messaged someone and her response to me was, LOL, no. Okay. It's not going to hurt my feelings because there's someone that wants it. So at some point, I think if you're a little more sensitive, I'm going to tell you to like toughen up a little bit, because you're going to get told no a lot. It's just the way that it is. Sharing your personal results and your personal testimony, I highly recommend. And I do know that for a lot of people, especially when it comes to weight loss, that it's a very vulnerable topic and you don't want to put it out there and you don't want to show and talk about where you're at. I'm telling you that you have to imagine how many people can relate to you and that are going to want to join you on that journey as you share your personal results. You don't have to be any certain size or shape or appearance to rocket this business. You don't have to be. You need to share about the opportunity and you need to share about the products and what they're able to do. If you are sharing your journey in your weight loss, if that's something that is a goal for you, you have to share about it. You see what I'm saying? People want to know that you are using the products because people can relate to that. When I talk about putting up a business type post, I think there's a lot of people, some of you may have other distributors in your network on your social media that you see. I do not believe in a business post being about join my team. It's not about me. I am in this business because I want to help other people be able to pay off their debt, to be able to put food on the table, to put gas in their car. That is a real life struggle for people. You do not, I think a lot of people think, well, it's probably so easy for so-and-so, this ambassador, to sign distributors because she makes like $1 bajillion a month. They will tell you in every call I've ever been on with them, it is harder for them because that is not relatable. That is not the norm. People do not join this business more than likely to make $100,000 a year. They are joining this business to put gas in their car. So when I got my first commission payment, I went onto the It Works Pay site, which you guys should get an email for when you have your first payday. And you can order a commission card. I ordered the commission card, one for myself, and I could not like have to tell my husband about every dollar I was spending. And I could just like, swipe my little card. But it was good for pictures, okay? Holding that card out in front of groceries and asking, what could an extra $100 a month do for you? What could an extra $50 do for you? I was on a call last night with our team's ambassador. And she didn't share her story on there, but I've heard it a million times. She sold her wraps that she had at work because she could not afford to get home from work when she was a nurse because she could not put gas in her car, that she was taking people in the conference room and selling wraps just so she could put gas in her car to get home from work. That is a real life thing. And I know for a lot of you, putting your why out there when you started this business, and I would tell you, post a picture of yourself, post a picture of your family, whatever it is, and share your why. Why did you join? I don't want to see posts like, I guess, that are super vague. I think being relatable, and listen, I'm trying to pay off some student loans. We have a lot of debt, whatever it is. This is going to be the vehicle that gets me to where I want to be financially, and I'm loving and using the products, and that's helping me with my health and wellness goals. So putting your why out there and getting real with people, because again, it's relatable. People will join you and purchase from you when they like, know, and trust you. Those are key. Going along with like, know, and trust you is when you're on social media, and I'm sure you've seen in some of the tasks that I have been posting where it says to interact for at least 5 minutes. This is your time. And I say at least 5 minutes for those of you who are busy and you work full time and don't have a whole bunch of time to be interacting on social media. But this is your opportunity to get to know your network. It is to interact with people. It is liking and commenting on their posts and asking them questions and building a relationship and a bond with people. I believe that is why my team is so tight knit and why I feel close with my team and why I know them outside of the business, and I've never met a lot of them in person. I know what they're going through in their personal life. I know what they're going through with their business. We have gotten to know each other over time, and we have built a relationship and a real friendship prior to this business starting for most of the people on my team. Again, people want to like, know, and trust you. When you're doing your personal posts, when I say a personal post, I don't want your whole social media to either be a product picture, a business post, and a quote. Like if that's all you see in your feed, I want you to kind of, and do it tonight after this Zoom and scroll through your social media. And if you want feedback from me, I'll give it, but know that I'm really just kind of cut and dry. Don't ever take it personally. It's just how I roll. Scroll through your social media and ask yourself a couple things. Is this a place that I would stay? If I was just someone scrolling on social media and I saw my profile picture, I saw my cover photo, I saw my post, am I interested and do I want to stay on this person's page? And a lot of times when you first start this business, that's not a thought that pops in your mind. You're posting for yourself. But when you are trying to brand yourself in this business, attraction marketing is where it is at. It is going to be having a good profile picture with, good lighting. It doesn't have to be a perfect selfie, but just so you can be seen. It's going to have, a nice cover photo, whether it's a quote or if it's a family picture, whatever. But when people scroll your page, they should be able to get to know you in just a couple of minutes. People go through my stuff. Like I get tagged in Target things all the time because I post about Target. I think I'm funny, so I post funny things. I'm sarcastic. People know that my second born is a hellion because I post about her. People know about my life. They get to know me from my social media. If you are hesitant, like I was when I started, my social media was my personal space. I did not accept the friend request of our presidential, of our ambassador, of our triple diamond. That was my social media, was my space, and it was weird to me that people wanted in my life that I did not know. But if you plan on working your business from social media, you have to get over it at some point. There is no other way around it. If you have 200 people on your Facebook, you should plan on having 2,000 within the next 2 to 3 months. I will help you get there. I will show you how to get there. But again, if you plan on working from social media, you cannot post to the same 200 people because only, what do they say, 10% see it. So you're posting to the same 20. You tend to see a lot of the same people in your social media because that's who you interact with primarily, right? It's probably maybe your siblings, it's your family, it's maybe like a couple of your really good friends. That's who you see in your social media. So we need to kind of expand. The reason you're not going to get as much interaction is because people aren't seeing it because you're not interacting. When you begin to give love, you will start to get love. It might take a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. I will help you to get there, and please trust the process of it. And don't ever, if you guys put up a post and you're like, that was really good and no one liked it, it happens to me and I've been doing it a long time. Like, I don't know how it didn't get any love because that was a damn good post. Post in the team chat and say, guys, go show me some love on my post. If you have not accepted a friend request from people in the group and your Facebook page is private, we can't see it. So if you don't want to accept everyone's friend request, make sure that post is set to public or we cannot interact on it for you. I was going to go over something else. So with interacting on social media, we're going to go over a couple of things real quick. So if you're on your Facebook page and you have like the little menu tab at the bottom, for me, this is what pulls up and it says most recent. I can click on most recent and that's going to pull up the most recent posts by my friends. And I will find new people that I don't interact with on a regular basis. So sometimes I'm like, oh, where'd she come from? If you notice that you have a lot of ads in your timeline, I click on the little thing to hide the ad because I don't need that kind of stuff clogging up my newsfeed. So going to most recent is a really good way to interact with new people. Another thing to do, oh, and we're going to go over the weight of the algorithm. When you like a post, it's good. When you comment on a post, it's better. And then when you message somebody, it's even better than that. That's how the weight of Facebook goes. What that is telling Facebook is, wow, these two people really like to interact with each other. We're going to start showing more of each other's things in their newsfeed. So if you're not interacting, it's Facebook is just not going to think that what you're posting is relevant. Another thing to do, and a way to get into people's messenger without sending cold messages and whatnot, is stories. When you interact in stories, it goes straight to their messenger. So if you scroll through your stories at the top and you send a little heart, or maybe you comment on something, whatever it is, that is going straight into their messenger. That's good for your algorithm on Facebook. And it's a great way to start building relationships with people that you might not normally see. Okay. So that's my stuff on social media. I had one more thing. Oh, host a post, you guys. It is life. Okay. So host a post, you will see it abbreviated HAP. You can search in Diamond Dreams, in Diamond Dynasty. You can search it in the search bar, and there will be videos to pull up, verbiage that you can use, things like that. Keep it super simple. Let me see if I can find one real quick. Host a post is this. You might see me put up a post and say, our team is doing a product giveaway this month. Who wants to get an entry? No purchase required. So say Katie comments and says, I want in. I'm going to message her and say, hey, we're doing a giveaway this month. All you have to do is put up a post on your Facebook page for me and tag me in it. Sound good? She's going to say, yeah. I'm going to send her the post. I have a couple of different ones. So you'll see people asking, I need a cleanse host to post, or a hair, skin, and nails host to post, or a TFX host to post. We have different scripts for everything that can walk you through a full conversation with people, how to answer just about any question that they might have. So what they're going to do is they're going to put this post on their Facebook page for you. They're going to tag you in it. What you have done is opened up your network, or you have tapped into their network. So you're not just posting to your friends. You have posted, maybe they have 3,000 friends on their Facebook. You have just tapped into their network. Every single person that comments on the post that they do for me is going to get a friend request, and they're going to get a message, obviously, about the product. So what I like about host a post and sending out friend requests from the people that comment is I am bringing people into my network who are already interested in the product. I am not curious whether they purchase that day or in a month or 3 months from now. They are a potential customer in my network now already. I have signed 10 customers from one host to post. In the last 60 days, I have signed close to 80 customers in 2 months. So host to post is absolutely life-changing. I do not sign majority of my customers from posting alone. I typically will sign maybe anywhere between 5 to 10 customers a month just from posting. The rest of them are coming from host to post. These are people who I don't even know. You will be surprised at the amount of people that will send you their credit card information via Messenger and they don't even know you. Like, do not be afraid to put yourself out there. I recommend at least sending out, and I have a message that I do send out to people I have never talked to before, that I do have a script for. I'll try and find it by the end of this Zoom. But I will send out at least 25 messages every single day for people to do a host to post for me. Think about it like this with these numbers. If you send out 25 messages for asking if people would do a post for you, and only 10 of them say that they will, in a 30-day month, you have 300 people that have posted for you. Mind-blowing. That's making your business boom. That's huge. Last month alone, I think I did about 3,000 in sales volume just from Host to Post. I am not messing around. It is a game changer for your business. Now, I do spin off of these Host to Post. So if Katie posts for me and I have, say, Susie comments and Susie wants to make a purchase, when I am done fulfilling her order, I'm going to say to her, do you also want to get entered into my whatever giveaway our team is doing this month? Sure do. Perfect. Now I'm tapping into this person's network who I don't know. If they say that they're not ready to purchase right now or they need to wait until payday, perfect. Do you want to get entered into our team's giveaway this month? I'm just constantly, you just keep putting it out there and watch your business boom. You're going to rapidly build your network of people that are genuinely interested. You're not just adding random. I know that Cammie had talked about this a little bit in one of the chats earlier about adding new friends to your network and how to go about doing that. Adding of friends is a good idea. What I typically did when I started was when I would send happy birthday messages out to people, on the people that had birthdays, I would go to their friends list. I would click on the suggested friends. And if I had more than 10 mutual friends with them, I would send them a friend request. So to not overwhelm you and feel like you have to print your Facebook friends list and like go through everybody at once, you can gradually do it like that as well. So just by whoever has a birthday that day, going to their Facebook and doing that. You don't really want to exceed, I think it's like more than 50 a day because you can get blocked on Facebook for doing it. You'll get like a warning that'll pop up. So you do kind of want to be careful with that. I don't typically exceed 50 messages per day unless I break it up in bursts. So if I am really pushing for promotion, I'm not sending out 25 messages for Host to Post. I'm probably messaging 50 a day, but you've got to break it up and do like maybe 10 or do 15 at a time so you don't get blocked from messaging. So Host to Post, I would recommend doing at least Mondays and Wednesdays if you're only going to do it a couple of days a week, or if you want to do it on the weekend. I will warn you, some will flop and be nothing, and some will have your hands moving until they cramp. So don't get discouraged if you have 10 Host to Posts that go up and nothing comes of them. Sometimes some people's markets just suck. That's just the way of it. If you look through their feed, they probably only ever get 4 likes. So don't get really discouraged with that. You're going to hit one that's going to be huge if you keep going at it. And again, with Host to Post, my messages for that are pretty much the same as you want to ask the same few questions. If it's any post related to weight loss, if you want me to help you with messaging, most of my customers, I have from start of my conversation until the end of it is usually 10 minutes and I have payment info. So if you want help with sealing the deal and navigating through these conversations, send me screenshots so I can see where you're at in the conversation. I'm trying to think if there's any. Oh, I'm going to show you guys a Facebook page and I'll share it in the chat. I think Katie, you might be a part of it. I want to find it real quick. Katie, I need to unmute you. Hold.
I just did.
Okay. Are you in
The posting? Yeah.
Okay. So this Facebook page, oh my God, that glare. Sorry. Posts for loyal customers. If you type that into the search bar, can you guys see that clearly or no? Is it really bad? Hold. It says posts for loyal customers. I'll take a screenshot and put it in the chat as well for you guys to see it. Why are you laughing at me? Was it all jacked up?
Yeah, because you can't really see it.
Oh, my bad. Well, someone tell me.
That's why.
I'll post a screenshot of it in the chat. It's called Posts for Loyal Customers. This is a page that was put together by one of the company's ambassadors, She has different host to post scripts. She has before and after pictures. It's a very, very organized and put together page with different posts and things like that you can use. So get yourself added to that if you can. Oh, corporate approved pictures. Corporate approved pictures. And you'll see it posted in that page as well. I'm going to highly encourage you to only have corporate approved pictures. Those are where they are in the white frame and they have our disclosure at the bottom. Corporate approved pictures means that whether it was a distributor or it was a loyal customer, they have to be verified. So these before and afters that are being posted go through a compliance team. People make sure they are not photoshopped images. If we say, oh, this is a loyal customer of mine, we have to submit their customer ID number, their name. It gets verified. So when people call BS on the before and afters that are corporate approved, I'm like, listen, I have proof. You know, they're very diligent. They cannot be photoshopped, none of that. If you post a picture that is not corporate approved, it is not in the white frame or the black and green, those are the old ones, you better make sure that that post is not set to public on your timeline. We do have a corporate compliance team that will go around and they will look at social media. If it is set to public and they see it, you may lose a paycheck. So fair warning, it has happened to people in the past. It has happened to people high up in this company. Luckily, not to me or anyone on my team, but I'm just warning you, do your very best to do that, or post in the comments and say, so-and-so sent me her before and afters. Check the comments. Something like that. Trying to think if there's anything else. Katie, is there anything I have not touched on?
No, I think this was really good. What about the group
I just got your text
message. I've been blowing up the check if some lady wanted to pay with an Amex and she wanted to do a PayPal. Finally, she gave me another card. But anyways, are you going to talk about the thing that you're getting together for those that like want to really push?
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? What we talked about on the phone.
Oh boy. So I am going to be doing a Zoom and a chat with those wanting to promote, whether it's this month or next month. I will be so very honest with you guys. If you want to go Ruby, if you want to go Emerald, if you want to go for Diamond, any of these things, and you want to be in this chat, I will be offering assistance with that. I will do one-on-one coaching calls with you, but I can promise you, if you are going to tell me, Tanya, I want to go Ruby this month, I better be seeing some push and some results. Like I said, I will match your effort every day of the week, but I will have a hard time really investing it if you're not going to push for it. Promotion months are hard. They are a lot of work. You're going to be putting in extra hours. It's just the way that it is. So like I said before, I'm a pretty cut and dry individual. I don't mean any harm. It's just, I'm not a sugarcoater. It's just how I roll. So if you want to be a part of that, there will be a specific group for those trying to go Ruby. There will be a specific group for Emeralds, Diamonds, etc. I will be putting that together. There will be additional tasks, suggested tasks to do every day, and really just kind of giving it your all. And if you're not, I guess, ready for some bluntness coming from me and ready to kind of take the reins in your business, whether you're new or not, I wouldn't suggest it. And I'll just be very open and honest with you, because I don't want anyone to be in it that's not ready to be pushed a little bit further. And not everyone is quite ready for that. So I'm just going to put that out there 110%. Not like I'm not mean or anything, but I will call you out. It's going to be a little bit faster paced learning if you're brand new. So if you're ready for it, cool. Some people get overwhelmed really easy. I don't want anyone to ever feel like that. So again, if you're not ready for it, it's totally fine. I'm going to put a challenge out. You all get to be the first to know because you took the time out to be on the Zoom. So you get quite an advantage.
Do I qualify?
No,
Do I qualify for that? Okay.
you are not qualifying for this challenge.
I'm not qualified for any challenge.
That's not true. You will be soon. That you will be
Okay.
soon. This is for
Right.
our newbies. So anyone starting today, any enrollment that has started today or that you did today will count. So from this morning until end of Sunday night, midnight my time, if you enroll 5 customers, then you are going to get some free swag from me. I've got towels, I've got bracelets, I've got t-shirts, all of those things. So 5 customers that started this morning. So if you enrolled 1 this morning, you only need 4 more. That is for any distributor who enrolled with a discount, meaning the $20 promo or the $50 promo. So you could have started in February, you could have started last month, you could have started this month. If you enrolled with a discount code and you are new, you are eligible for that. I like to do team challenges. We do gift card challenges all the time. We do free gear. We do all kinds of stuff to keep you guys pumped and ready. For those pushing towards promotion, they're usually a little bit bigger. I think that's all I have, unless you guys have any questions. Either I need to elaborate on anything. If there's something I did not touch on, Cammie, don't you even ask me about the comp plan, because I've got our presidential that's going to try and put together a quick video going over the comp plan with you guys. And hopefully within the next week, we can have that done. If you have questions regarding the comp plan, message me. If I do not have an answer for you, literally my husband knows our comp plan better than I do. So
I watch it before I go to sleep every night. I watch the video.
Which one?
To like hype me up. Danielle posted one that Cammie did about the comp plan.
Oh, Cammie Pentecost. Okay.
Yeah. What I wanted to say though, because I got to jump off, is if Tanya's never available, usually we have kind of like when she's not available, I'm available. When I'm not available, Tanya's available. So I mean, if Tanya, even if she personally enrolled you, if you guys ever have any questions, just hit my inbox up and I'm there.
Yep.
So I got to peace out though.
Try and let people know if I'm going to be out for a bit. A lot of times Katie's just kind of my right hand chick, and I'll usually message her and say I'm going to be out, and we just kind of flip flop. Sometimes we need to take a little bit of a breather from it. I mean, it's a lot for us too. So sometimes we might flip flop a little bit and who's going to handle some stuff. Really, we're always present unless we have something else going on. So if we don't announce it, like I said, if you're waiting too long for me and you have an urgent question, you can reach out to her as well, or post in the team chat rather than the newbie chat. And there's some other DTs in there that can also help to answer any questions. So another thing, Fridays is what I call follow-up Friday. Every single Friday. It's usually payday for most people. So those are the days that I follow up. I will go back through my posts for the week and go through messages and keep track of everyone that was interested so I can message them again. If you are not messaging on Fridays and you're waiting till Monday, most people are broke by Monday. So if you want to have a better chance at it, take a little bit of time and reach out to them on Fridays. I'm going to show you real quick how to set reminders in your phone. If you talk to someone, say today, and they say, I can't order until next Friday. Katie, where are you? I'm going to find, Katie, you're going to get a notification from me on Messenger because I'm using you as an example. Okay. You're probably not going to be able to see this. Can you see that?
Yeah, so much. Really, really well.
You're being a smart ass.
Yeah, I am.
Let me dim this other light because I want you guys.
Yeah, I feel like you have like a triangle or one of those.
I have the ring
lights
light
there,
to
like
make
Danielle.
me not look like I am a homeless
Yeah,
person right now.
I know. Well, that's what I need today. Promotion month, no sleep.
Oh my god.
I knew you had the ring light over there, all secretively.
Can you guys see this any better? Fuck. At all?
Well, Sarah's looking real close to the camera, so
Better
I'm gonna
now.
say no. I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Well, if you all just take out your phone and go into Messenger and practice it with someone on here, practice it on me. I don't care if you blow up my Messenger. When you open Messenger, you see like 4 little dots in a square. If you click on that, and then to your right, there's a thing with a bell and it says reminders. So if Katie says to me, I can order, but not until Tuesday. Well, I don't want her to get lost in my messages because that happens. And sometimes I'm out and about and I don't have pen and paper to write it down, right? I'm going to set a reminder in my phone. So if she says, okay, I'm going to order on Tuesday when I get paid, I will message her back and I will say, perfect. I'm going to set a reminder so we don't forget. Then you go into there, you click on the reminder, you click continue. The reminder title, you can make it like order TFX or place order, whatever you want it to be. You click on the thing below that, you select the date and time. I always set it for whatever date and I make it for 8 a.m. or whatever time is convenient for you. If you have to leave for work early and you want to send it at 5 a.m., whatever you want to do. So you can set the reminder. You don't need to do the location, all of that. On that date and time, you will get an alert in your messenger that it is time to place an order. At that point, I will go back, I will message the person and say, hey, just got the reminder. Are you ready to get your order in? It's a great way to keep track. I also have, and I forgot to bring it up here with me, I have like a 4 or 5 subject notebook that I keep track of things. I have one category or one section that is my distributors on my team. I have another one that is my current customers. Every single time I enroll a customer, it is their name, it is their ID number, it is their password, and the date that they became a customer of mine. You can organize it however you want to. I have another section that is for my potential customers. These are the people I have talked to, they haven't been ready to order, and what product they were interested in. Well, fine, Katie, go talk to your potential DT and your potential LC. Okay, bye. Okay, so I do the potential one, and the reason I write down what product they're interested in, because what if they were interested in wraps, but I don't remember that. Wraps is what they were interested in, and then we have a wrap BOGO. Then I know who to go back and message and say, hey. And we've done sales and promotions on other products as well, so I always like to write down, and please know that sometimes it can take several follow-ups. I think the average they say is 7 times you're following up before someone purchases. So when they keep putting you off, who cares? You are going to notice that people have what we call ghosting you, where they've read your message and they don't respond. And it's really difficult, especially in the beginning, because you're not feeling confident yet that you think they're just ignoring you. People are busy. I can't tell you how many times even Katie calls me out and I will get a message 4 hours after she initially messaged me that says, are you okay? Did you like hide under a rock? What is going on? We get busy. I sometimes will be checking a message and I've got 2 kids. I'm trying to break up their fight. I'm trying to get dinner in at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So just know people's lives are just as busy as ours are. And that doesn't always mean they're ignoring you. If you want a simple message to send back to them, I would wait a day or 2 and message back and say, I hope I didn't offend you. No matter what the conversation was, it just gets people to respond, because sometimes they're like, oh, no, I just got really busy with the kids or whatever. So don't take that stuff personally. We're just all busy trying to make it through life. Oh, the other section in my notebook is host a post. I write down who hosted a post for me. And if I got customers from it, I will do a tally mark next to their name so I can see how many customers I got. A lot of times, and another reason I recommend having any product that comes in a sample size like Energy or Hydrate or anything like that, is because if I get more than 2 or 3 customers from a post, I'm going to send them a thank you card with a sample, thanking them for supporting me and my business. Gratitude with your customers and people that support you will get you a very long way. The other section is like people that I need to follow up with from host to post. It's just a list of people. So if I have 3 people from one message that I need to remember to follow up with, I'll write their name down. This should be getting updated daily. Again, I would recommend a couple host to post per week to put out there. If weekends are a time when you have more time on your hands, that would be great. I find it a good time almost around dinner time-ish for people to post for me. Sometimes daytime ones are good too, even on the weekends. A lot of us sit on the couch scrolling anyway, but sometimes dinner time is what I find to be the best time of day when we're all scrolling our phones, escaping the day. Okay, so Q&A time. If anyone has any questions, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask me, or if you don't want to ask on here, you can shoot me a private message after too, whatever works best for you.
Okay, thank you.
What's that?
What question do you have?
How do you go about getting corporate approved pictures for your before and afters, and how long is the process usually?
The process is usually only a couple of days. You can go into the Connect app, and when you click on those 3 dots on the right and it pulls up your information, you will see a little tab for before and after photos, and it will allow you to submit them. It usually takes a couple of days at most to hear back. You do have to be descriptive with your length of time you were on the products, what products that you were taking. And okay, so that's how we do corporate approved. What was the other question?
You answered. I asked how long it takes to get approved,
Oh, okay.
how to do it. So what do you do if people like are hating on your post, or they like start like plugging their own preferences for companies or products or whatever?
I delete their comment and I will probably unfriend and block them. I am extremely serious because I look at it like this. I don't care. And mind you, there are friends that I had for years that are no longer a part of my Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it like this. If I am doing something that I'm excited about, I'm happy about, and it is something positive in my life and providing me a way to help provide for my family, and you get on my post and you're hateful and you're mean and things like that, you've just shown me your colors, and I don't need you in my space at all.
What if it's like not mean, but they're like, hey, well, they want to plug a similar product from another company?
Like give me an example.
So, well, I just deleted it, but so like I put in about like the pill where you can lose 30 pounds in 90 days. And then I had somebody from the gym say, oh, was it such and such from Prestige whatever company? Like, was it this product from, I've seen it, blah, blah, blah. I've seen it happen for them with this other product.
Like Thrive.
Like, what do you do?
Thrive is a company.
I've got a friend of mine from high school, guys I've known for years, that is messaging distribuitors on my team trying to get them to join her. I'm like, I will
nice.
cut you. I will physically fly back to Illinois. I will cut you. Like, don't mess with my business.
Well, that's like, Tanya, I have a question too for you. I keep
Yes.
getting people that sell makeup, and I think it's all in what I have on my front page. Unique is another one.
Yeah.
And
I don't allow
I
people
need
to
to
plug
change up my front.
businesses. I don't allow people to plug businesses on my post if they're doing it to kind of be a smart ass. I don't allow it. I don't allow people. They really just don't have chances with me. If that's how you are about my business, it just kind of shows me where our friendship lies, and you can just be gone.
Mhm.
There are going to be people who are going to be hateful, that are going to be negative, that will probably make a mocking post on their Facebook page. I've seen it. I've had it done to me. It can be hurtful at times, but you have to remember, and this is why I say you have to keep your why close to your heart, because that is why you're doing this business. And you have to take that negativity and you have to disconnect from it.
Mm-hmm.
So what's an example of like a follow-up with somebody? Like, is that
like if someone says to me, hey, I'm going to order from you on Friday, then I've got their name written down as like a reminder for myself. I'm going to message them on Friday and say, hey, I'm getting orders in. Are you ready to get yours placed? It's as simple as that. I don't care if I'm not getting other orders in. My messages are just simple. They are 100% to the
okay? Can I have some clarification on? Okay, so the loyal customer. When does the $50 fee get waived? When an auto ship gets set up?
Yes. So basically, as we enter them and they're agreeing to doing the 3 months, there just isn't a fee. They don't have to pay that because they're doing it monthly.
So what if they set up an auto ship and then 2 months goes by, the third month they cancel their auto ship? Do they get charged the $50?
Not if they complete
Okay.
3 months. If they, after 2 months, say, I don't want to do this anymore, they are going to be charged.
They're going to be charged. Okay.
They will have to pay the fee.
Okay.
Yep.
So I hear this term when I've been listening to some of the videos and stuff about how to bump a post.
That's
What
just
is that?
commenting. That's just commenting. So like, you want some love on your post, you want your post to get bumped up in the feed. That's kind of where you could shout out in the chat and say, hey, go show me some love. And we all go and comment and stuff. That's just bumping it up in the feed, the more interaction it's getting.
Okay. So what if you're broke, your friends are broke, and their friends are broke? Like, how do you get out of that?
Host to post,
Just
tapping
host
into
to
a whole
post.
other network for the most part. With those people though, those are people I present the business to.
Because they're looking for income to bring in.
But you had me come in, Kimmy.
You what?
She's like,
Yeah,
"Wait,
she was like, I need to earn some money. Let's go. I'm like, all right, let's go. So I've had a couple people say they have their own home-based businesses. They're in a different product line than we're in.
Mhm.
So do we just say, yeah, I'll share my business info, whatever, or share about my business? No, we do not. Okay.
I personally, and I have had people from other companies, this girl I'm pretty sure was toying with me, wanting to join me, and had a lot of different questions about how I do things within my team and how I've been successful with clients. And she's like, do you have any tips? And I said, I do. She goes, do you want to share them? I said, when you enroll.
When you enroll. Okay.
I do not share. Host to post is just, there are some things to me, like my messages that I send and how I work my business and how I grow my network, I will not share with anyone from another company. I don't care if they are my best friend in the whole world. I won't do it.
Okay. Sorry, I have so many questions.
No, you're fine.
I'll get through them. I'll get through them all. We're getting there. We're getting there, Tanya, for today anyways. So host to post versus leading with the business. What is your recommendation? Is your recommendation for us to reach out to people about the business first, like the leads ladder where it starts with lead with the business and then ask them if they want to become a customer and then do a host to post? Like, what's your thoughts on?
I think there have been points in my business where I felt comfortable leading with the business. I don't think it is the same for every person I'm talking to. So there are points in my business where I felt like I know this person would do well in the business and they have a network there, and maybe it's just a vibe that I get from them. And there are some people that I will lead with the products with, and they're like, wow, I can't afford that right now. Well, have you thought about earning an extra income?
Okay.
So it really is, it's kind of just based on a vibe that I get from people. We also have a business host to post that you can have people post for you to help get distributors. I need to find that as well.
I need that bad.
I need it bad right now. We all need to be putting that
Girl,
one up.
I want to become Ruby. I'm going to become Ruby this month.
You
Even
are.
with all my struggles,
Yes, you are.
even with all my struggles at home, but
And you know what? You cannot get discouraged when you go to, by the way, you guys, if you plan on it, we have a company conference in Tampa, Florida every single February. It's usually the first week in February. Tickets go on sale in October. So I'm going to tell you in plenty of time. Tickets are around 200. I would be saving a little bit every single week to pay for it because conference will change your freaking business. Our teams are there. There are going to be people on stage that you're going to hear ambassadors and presidential diamonds talking about how they didn't sign their first distributor for 6 months. You know what I mean? So it's not like they just moved up all quick and it was like magical. Like there are some struggles in this business and there are some slow times, but quitting doesn't get you there faster. But it really changes your business. We have education panels, and it's an amazing place to just connect with your team. I spend one-on-one time. A lot of people share rooms too, so to cut costs down. But keep in mind, those tickets go on sale in October. If you're able to make it, it is a Thursday. We usually fly home early Sunday mornings. First week in February is when it is.
I could go for magical business growth. I'm all for that. Sign me up for that.
It's a fun little girls trip.
You what?
It's a fun little girls trip.
So sales volume. So that's including personal volume, correct? Like whatever you buy.
Your group sales,
Like your 500.
Yes. So GV is your group sales. So for you, Cami, because you have a couple distributors under you, you're going to see a difference in PBV, which is personal bonus volume, and GV, which is group volume. So for you, you're going to see your personal volume of what you've enrolled, and your group volume with a working team under you, your group volume is going to be higher because that's your entire team's volume, including your own. That includes personal orders. So if there's ever a challenge out where I say hit the 400 club this month or this week or whatever, get XYZ and you're close and whatever, you can place a personal order and that to count for that month too.
Okay.
Because that counts towards your personal volume.
Is there still the quad packs special?
The quad pack was something that we just kind of fancied up. Kind of, because it was a really good, it got a lot of business. A lot of people were interested in that. The pricing for that image, if you see it, is loyal customer versus retail pricing. And it's just, it was our 4 most popular products that we grouped together and gave it a name. So you can have a quad pack, and like when people say, hey, Tanya, what do you send for the triple threat? And you'll see me respond, depends on the 3 products. So sometimes it might be Fat Fighters Greens TFX. Sometimes it might be the coffee, the chocolate greens, and the TFX. So it kind of depends on their goals and what you're posting about. You can change it up. Sometimes we're just like creating our own packs just to be fun and to change up wording on Facebook.
So how do you give the loyal customer price if they're not signing up for auto ship?
I will give them the whole spiel like I posted in the chat about what a Perk Point customer is. And if they say, well, I don't want to be on auto ship, okay, then you pay $65 for TFX and not $36. Okay. Or I don't want to pay that amount. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Those are your options and I'm not buying it for you. So.
Okay.
Also, I want to touch on this. For every 2 customers that you enroll, you also receive product credit or product rewards. And what that is, you have 3 options that you can choose from. And you can find this in eSuite. I want to say if you click on orders at the top and on the left side, there should be something that says product rewards, I think. So every 2 customers that you enroll, you get 1 product credit. You can either get a pack of wraps, a full pack for $25 instead of $59, a full pack of facials, which also includes 4 for $25 instead of $59, or you can get a full bag of keto coffee for $19 instead of $39. I believe all you pay is tax and shipping, if that. They do expire after 30 days of that customer's enrollment. Sometimes you can get it back if you miss the boat. Like I just had 8 rewards expire and I was like ugly crying about it. I know, it was so depressing. Sometimes I'll get lucky and I'll submit a ticket to customer service and just say like, sad for me, can you help me? And sometimes they do, sometimes you're out of luck. So you do have 30 days from the customer's enrollment. If you move a customer, which is something you can do when you are trying to help your team and help promote, you can move a customer. Cami, if you are trying to hit Ruby this month and you need, say Sarah needs 1 more customer and she's struggling to get it and you sign a customer, you can move that customer in the computer system to her to help her out. Here's what will happen. You will lose 5% of your commission because you are no longer the enroller. Typically, it's a 15% commission. It's 10% plus 5% being the enroller. You will lose that. Sometimes it's worth the payday. Not going to lie. I don't think I kept 1 customer in the last 2 months, you guys, and I've enrolled a crap ton. What you will also lose is your product credit on that customer or towards that because you need 2 loyal customers. So if you enroll 2, you move 2, you will lose it. That person will not get it and you will not get it. So just know that if you don't really care about that and it's a promotion month for you and you're not pushing for product credit, then whatever. But I just like to be super clear how that is able to work. Okay. Any more questions?
Which that's a nice option too, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
to help us out at the beginning. Very nice.
Are we good?
I think I've got one more.
Okay.
So when they're showing Ruby and Emerald, how it's only 3 distributors. I mean, if you sign up a lot more than that, then it's just that you have to have that many legs with that qualified volume, or
Right.
how that
So
works.
if you enroll like 6 distributors this month and you only need 3 to go Ruby, I would recommend there's a couple things, and you can look up in either one of the team pages, I believe, for there's Zooms, I want to say, and related to stacking or charting or promoting. Stacking is something a little bit new that we are doing. So basically, say all of these boxes are filled and Sarah quits on you. The person under her basically moves up to that spot, if that makes sense, which is why we stack. It's basically guaranteeing our promotion is going to stay each and every month. Or you can go wide and have all 6 people on your top line in case 3 quit. It's up to you how you want to work your business. I will always give you the pros and cons about how to do it, but ideally, to go fully ambassador in this business, you don't need more than 3 people on your top line. I will save, in my opinion, if I have 2 people and like one of my top line people falls off, I'm going to enroll my spouse. He's going to become my distributor, because to me, that's a no-brainer that if I just need 1 more to hit a promotion, if that makes sense, I'm going to enroll my husband. You do not ever enroll your spouse to place anywhere. You're not going to move him anywhere in your downline. You will always keep your spouse at the top. So like when I was trying to go Ruby, I enrolled my husband as my 3rd distributor. That's what I did. That's doubling income for our household, which was nice. The hard part about that is you do have to maintain 2 businesses. So when you people see my husband being shouted out for Diamond last month, he didn't do shit. Okay.
I figured that.
We're going to be very clear about that. I have to make sure every month he is commission qualified. I place distributors. I place customers. I am running a second business. So just know that much. It's not, I mean, I don't ever want to discourage. I just want you to understand that you do have to be checking in on both accounts. I've done it for 3 years. So it's not that difficult, but you do need to make sure if you are not placing customers and enrolling customers on both accounts, and you notice he might miss out on a $200 or $300 payday because he's not commission qualified, you're going to have to either run that auto ship or you're going to have to find some customers by month end. Okay. Was that an answer to your question at all? I do get distracted, so sometimes you have to reel me back in. Okay. What can I help you with, babe? What happened?
I know.
Well, is there an emergency?
Hey, what? There's a problem. Shut up, it's underwear. I'm in her room. And she's naked.
Oh my God. Yes, she said you're naked. Kenzie, can you ask her if she can give me 5 minutes, please?
Thank you.
No, I can't edit that out of the video, babe. I'm sorry. Kenzie, close my door. Kenzie, close my door.
Okay, explain.
Clearly, with the last 60 days being promotion months, we don't have clean underwear up in this house. Oh my God, my life. Okay. Do we have any more questions? How do you get focused after that? I don't know.
Right?
Tanya had a question.
What's up?
My AutoQuest is still messed up, so we can do that separate, but it's still messed up because I tried it again, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Tasha tried to figure out what it was wrong with it, and neither one of us can figure it out.
Okay, so when I hop off of here and clearly help them get clothes on,
That's fine.
if you're going to be up for a little bit, then I'll shoot you a message or
Yeah.
we'll do a phone call and we'll figure out what's going on with that.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, anybody else have any questions?
No, but thanks for reminding me I have laundry to switch.
I do too. It's fine. It's just my life. We're all living out of hampers the last 2 months. My husband had to learn how to do laundry when I'm promoting. I'm like, I don't have time to shower. I'll just do it in like May. It's fine. Okay. So if you guys come up with any more questions, just shoot me a message. I know tonight was like a lot of information, a lot to take in. The recording usually takes up to like an hour, if not a little less, to get uploaded. So I will share it in the team chat if you need to play it back. Message me with any questions. If you want scripts for stuff, message me. I would be a little nervous, I think, to like blow up the team chat because not everyone was on here to know what I'm posting about when I'm posting like all these scripts for Host to Post. So if you want them, just shoot me a message and just let me know you want the scripts for it. I think that's it. I mean, do you guys like give me a thumbs up if you feel a little bit better kind of posting and getting to work with things tomorrow and a little more confident with it? Okay.
I thought it was great.
Huh?
I said I thought it was great.
Thank you. All right, you guys, I'm going to get this uploaded and I will share it in just a bit.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
bye.